What's going on, guys? Welcome to our Vermont Ave project. We've got a bathroom remodel that we're going to be expanding a little bit, and so we'll show you around with what's going on. Right now, we've got our demo done, so we've got all our floor protection in, we've got our plastic up, zip walls with the zippers all the way on both sides, so essentially we have this hallway that takes us over to the restroom. So where you see the epoxy floor right now is going to be the new footprint of the bathroom. You can see where the old wall was. It's demoed out. It's all gone. We're going to open up a little bit more over here to attach our new wall to. So we had a shower in here that this was all tile across the back, and I'll see if I can insert some photos that I took beforehand if I've got them. And then we're going to turn this into the shower here. So this is going to go away as being the vanity area, and we're going to push that over here. So we'll put the GFI over here. We'll have the vanity here, water line, drain line that we're going to try and dirty arm to the toilet, which is essentially like a sewer line to the toilet right there. And then this back part is going to be tiled. The floor will be tiled. We're going to demo out this floor to make it a 0-step shower. We need to correct that niche, which is crooked. But we'll make this a 0-step and go from there. So we'll also be going through and putting blocking at 36 inches all the way around and helping out some of this framing over here, because you can tell people have worked in here before, and we'll say interesting to say the least. So we're going to go through, put the blocking in there. That way, if they put any grab bars in the future, that they can do that. There's solid blocking for them to do that, and they're not trying to guess at where the studs are, all that good stuff. So we'll have our walls that get built right here. We'll drop our thermostat on the outside of the wall right here. Our door is going to be right here. We're going to make it a 36-inch door, which will be bigger than what it was before, to make it wheelchair accessible. And then we're going to take our return duct here, hopefully it's in the camera, and then move it to the outside of the room over here. We've got some additional lighting that we'll do, so we're probably going to do 2 or 3 can lights coming down. We'll do one in the shower, and then we'll do the switch for the shower and the fan on this wall. Currently it's coming down in that whip that's sitting on top of that little cabinet piece right there. So you guys might see our green tape on the wall, and before our demo guys came in here, I came in and we have yellow tape and green tape. So green tape means save and yellow tape means go away. So I marked this wall with the yellow tape. We've got the shower, all the fixtures that had the yellow tape on it, and that's demoed. This tells us to keep this wall, all that good stuff. So it's an easy way, just easy visual, what goes, what doesn't go, all that good stuff. So I'm going to get framing here in a second. I'm going to get these 2 walls in. We'll frame in the doorway and then start doing the blocking for the shower, all that good stuff. And then we might open up the wall if we have time so that the plumber and the electrician can do their thing. So yeah, we'll see you guys here in a second with an update. All right, guys, we're not at Vermont, but we missed an update for our Vermont project, so just wanted to walk you through a couple of the photos and blurry screenshots that we have. So the first one should be of the trench that we had to cut because we didn't have a dirty arm, which was going to be that plumbing line that dropped over to where the toilet stack should have been. That's all nerd talk for where the plumbing should have been stubbed up in the wall for the toilet. It wasn't there. They had actually ran it in a different way. So we had to dig the trench that you see. So after that, we've got some of our framing that you'll see pictured. There's some debris on the ground because the dumpster guy had to borrow our dumpster for a couple days, but we got that all trashed out and cleaned up for him. And then we've got the water lines that are running through the wall with all the nail plates, stuff like that. So we got all our rough-in done before we jump into some more of the finishes here in just a second. But wanted you guys to see we put all that stuff in. And then I think I've got a screenshot as well. No, I don't. I was going to say we've got a screenshot of the blocking in the shower. We went all the way around with a 2x12 to make sure when we put in the grab bars, it was all there for us. But I don't have a good screenshot of that. So you'll have to trust me on this one, and then we'll hop back into the real progress here right now. All right, guys, a bit of progress to get you caught up on. So we've got drywall, doors in, vanities in behind me. We've got some of our final finishes. We're wrapping up paint right now, and then we'll have all of our trim out. So plumbing trim out's about to happen, but I'll have you guys come on in here with me. So we've got toilet that's going to get set, and then we've got our shower that we're getting wrapped up. So we're going to have the tile that gets finished on this wall, and it's going to essentially match the detail right here. They're not going to put a glass door in for the ease of access right now, but down the road we have the blocking in here that they can put that door here if they want. And then we've got, I'll step around here. So this will be our main shower head. This is your valve right here. This will be your handheld. Your handheld's not down here. This is just where the water comes out, and then your handheld will be anchored up higher. And then we did a square tile inlay drain. So I'm super happy with how that came out. And then we've got our niche and obviously the window that was there before. So we've got to get out of the way because guys are coming in here to start wrapping all this stuff up. We'll have a final update for you guys and show you around with everything, and then also some of the stuff that we did on the outside. But we knew we were a little late on our update, so needed to get you a little progress video. So see you in a second. All right, guys, we are all wrapped up with our Vermont project, so let's show you around. We've got our new door in, vanities in, medicine cabinet is in. So we did that as a mirror. It was one of the later decisions, so it's not recessed in the wall. But we've got it sitting on top of our outlet so that the height and everything is perfect so that you get the full view all the way through. And then you've got multiple shelves on the inside, which is super nice. We've got our toilet, and if you remember from where our plumbing is, we've got everything running in the ground. And then for the shower, we had to put a Studer vent in where that access panel is right there. So the big driver of this project was to make it more accessible, especially as we have the person who's living here needs a little bit of help. So we put the grab bars in. We've got the handheld that allows for if they have a shower chair right here. We've got the other grab bars on the wall, grab bar right here, so that they've got plenty of room to, or plenty of opportunities to grab that and have support in here. So super happy with how the shower turned out. Obviously the tile, if you guys have been following along, has the, it's the same from our Paradise Drive project. And then we didn't do any glass in here. And the reason for that is, like we said, we want it to be more handicap accessible. So we don't want to be limiting the space at all. We tried to maximize this opening that we've got right here. So we've got blocking in this wall, and then we set even this towel bar that's behind me far enough away from there so that in the future, if they ever did decide to want to do a shower door, they absolutely can. And that kind of becomes more of like a wet room. So a couple other notes, and I forget if we've talked about this before, but we put the exhaust fan on a timer right here. And the reason why was we had framing that couldn't really move, so we were able to sneak the box in there, and we didn't want to do a split switch to do the light on one and then the fan on the other. So we just put it over in the toilet area, and it is on a timer. So pretty sure we've covered this already, but we did new 4-inch cans throughout to make sure they've got plenty of light. And then we've got the one directly above the vanity so that you don't have a dark spot when you go to get ready in the morning or anything like that. So, and then if you guys remember, the wall used to end right here. So we were able to give them a lot more access. That door's a 36-inch door, so it's a lot bigger than what they had, but we didn't take over too much more room inside of the living room here. And that's all personal stuff, so we don't want to take a look over there. But yeah, super happy with how the project turned out. Was happy to see that we're revisiting one of the designs that we had from a previous project. So anyways, we're gonna get moving on to the next project. If you guys like it, like the video, and then subscribe so that you can see the next video for the projects we'll be uploading next. Have a good one.